Hello friends, in this video the topic of discussion is linear search, and linear search is nothing but finding a particular element in an array consisting of a number of finite number of elements. We are going to find some definite element in that array, and if we manage to find that element, that is a successful operation, and if we don't manage to find that element and if the search operation is a failure operation, in that case that will definitely be an operation which will lead us to a failure operation. So, linear search is also termed as sequential search because we perform the searching in a manner, in a linear way or in a sequential way, that is from the start of from the beginning of the array to the end of the array until we find the particular match, or if you do not find the match, we get to the last part of the array, that is the end position of the array where the last element is stored, and after that we come out of the function. So, that is a sequential way to search a particular element in an array. So, that is also called sequential search. So, it is also called sequential search. This is a very important topic. So, in that case, suppose we are going to consider this array to be a sorted array, as we are dealing with data structures now. So, in this array, we are going to take the elements in a sorted way, and after that, we will go on to search a particular element in that sorted array. So, that will be our operation in this example. So, suppose there are, say, about 4 elements. So, this is the 0th position, 1, 2, 3, and this contains a value 5. Suppose this is 14, this is 21, this is 23, something like that. So, I have written a sorted array over here in an ascending way, that is starting from the smallest to the biggest number. So, in this case, if we are going to search a value like 21 or 23 or 14 or 5 or any other value which can be 1, 2, 0, minus 5, 28, 105, anything, we can try to find those values in this array, and if we get that value in that array, in this array, then we are we will consider it to be a successful operation, and if we do not find the particular element in this array, we are going to consider that to be a failure operation. So, I will write a piece of code, I will write a C function, that is the algorithm which represents the algorithm of the sequential search or the linear search operation, and explain it to you what I have written over there. So, let me just write the code and get back to you. So, after having written this code, we will now start the explanation part. This is the function which I have written. It has a return type int. The name of the function, since it is a linear search function, I have taken a name which resembles the name of the searching operation, that is the lin search. We have taken the name LIN search, that is lin search, that means it is linear search, and we have taken 3 arguments over here. One argument is nothing but the int k, that is the key value which is to be searched in the particular array under consideration, and this is the base address of the array, and this is the number of elements in the array. So, this n is the number of elements, int a, this is the base address, and this int k is the value or the key value which we are going to, which we are trying to find, which we will try to find in the array. So, these are the 3 arguments. After entering this function definition block or the body, we declare 2 other variables and initialize the values to respectively 0 and 1 or minus 1. Suppose this variable is u variable, which is an integer variable which is initialized to 0, and j variable is initialized to minus 1. Why we have taken like that, you will get to know in a bit. So, after that I have written a while loop. And the condition of the while loop is nothing but u less than n. While u less than n, that is u is 0 and number of elements is n. While u is less than n, we are going to iterate through the while loop, and when the u value becomes equal to n, then we are going to get outside this iterative sequence. So suppose we can just take this example to be our array A. Base address is 65536. So this one is 65536. Suppose k is being given by the user to be 21 and n is definitely number of elements is 4. So n is 4. So we are having this sort of situation now. Now let's explain the code line by line. While u less than n, u is 0 and less than n, definitely less than n, we enter the loop if k equals au. If k equals au, see this, we are going to perform the linear search or the sequential search operation. That is, we will start our searching from the very beginning till the last. So, one by one. So, our searching will take place from the beginning to the last of the array, from the beginning to the end of the array, one by one. So, this if k value that is this 21 matches with au, then we are definitely finding the value, we are definitely managing to find the value and there will be a successful operation. In that case, we will just come out of this while loop sequence and return the j value to the calling module. So, let me explain that portion, this portion first. Let me explain this portion. If k equals au, let's see whether it is the case with our example. K is 21, au means a0, a0 means 5. So, k equals au condition doesn't hold. We do not enter this if block. We come out of this if block to go to this to check this else if section. Else if au greater than k. See this, if au greater than k, au is 5 and k is 21. So, in that case, if this is not the case, our case is au means 5 and k is 21. So, 5 is definitely not greater than 21. So, this is not the case which we are dealing with now. It could have been a case in which there was we could have tried to find some values in between these numbers which are not present in the queue. So, suppose we are going to find 7 or we are going to find 22 or we are going to find 17. In that case, by this while loop iteration process, we will go to a position where this au greater than k condition will hold and there will be no possibility of finding that particular element in the array and we will just get outside the while loop by this break operation and return j is equal to -1 because j has not been changed by the process. In that case, we will return -1 to indicate that the operation is a failure operation. That is, we have not managed to find that particular element which we were trying to find. So, in order to deal with that particular situation, I have written this section of code. So, our case is not like that because you can easily see that k is there and we should find it in the number 2 index position. So, this is not the case with our example. So, we come to this else block, u is equal to u plus 1. This is for the further test. So, I am writing this comment so that you can understand in the future. This is further test, this is not found and this is definitely success part or found part. Success part or found part. So, see this, u is equal to u plus 1 means further test. Then u will be incremented by unity. U will become now 1 because u was 0. Now u becomes 1 and then we come to this while loop. U becomes 1 less than 4. Yes, we get inside the while loop. K is equal to au condition never holds because 14 is not equal to 21. Then we do not enter here. We come over here. See this. Au becomes 14 now because A1 is 14 and 21 is there. Our key value is 21. So, 14 is definitely less than 21. This condition never holds. We come to this portion, u is equal to u plus 1 for the test. So, u becomes 2 which is less than, definitely which is less than 4 because n was 4. So, we enter the while loop for the third time. If k equals au, let me see. K means 21 and A2 means 21. So, we get a match over here. So, this condition now holds. So, we managed to find the element which we were trying to find, that is 21 inside this array and in the number 2 index position. So in that case, to assign the position to this j value and return it to the calling module to indicate that we have found the required element, we have found the key element at a specific position in the array. We are assigning this u value to this j variable, which was taken originally to be a taken to be -1, and j is now updated by this u value, that is u value is 2 now, and j will now become 2, and after that we will put a break over here, that is we will come straight away from the while loop, because we have found the match. We are not it is not needed for us to search further, because already we have found the match, so there is no need or there is no question of searching further. So we get out of this while loop by this break condition, and we come out of this while loop and see this statement, return j. Whatever is in j will be returned. So j will contain now 2, and 2 will be returned to the calling module to indicate that we have found our key element at the number 2 index position. So this is the explanation of the linear search operation, and we are going to perform the complexity analysis of this linear search operation in the next video. And in this video, this much. And if you have any doubts or queries pertaining to this entire linear search explanation, you can post your doubts and queries into the comment section below so that I can address them. Thanks for watching this video.